What I'm about to say has nothing to do with jealousy. I want to make that perfectly clear. It's more based in morality and me looking introspectively at my life, my existence, and how absurd it is, how absurd my life is. And we have 4 million dogs dying every year. 4 million dogs dying every year. And if you go on YouTube and you're looking for a dog trainer, the one with the most subs would be Zach George. And he's telling people what they want to hear. Now, I just had a dog go home, Bowser. He had a couple fears. He was afraid of loud sounds, gunfire, and also a Frisbee. So if you threw a Frisbee at him, he'd shy away. He was afraid of it. It was fear-based. He went back catching a Frisbee and he could do the dummy launchers. No longer gun-shy. The point that I'm trying to make, life is so absurd. You got Zach George who just sits around telling people what they want to hear. Have you ever seen Zach George really do anything with a dog? Like, there's a dog with a problem, Zach. No, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. He's telling people what they want to hear. He's causing problems. He's causing these fears in dogs. There's a lot of dog trainers on YouTube that are causing problems. It's absurd. I have 150,000 subs. This guy has 1 million. I put out a dog training video, and you know, like if I get like 1,000 views or something like that, that's good. I don't get. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Every dog that comes here has some kind of problem, and when it leaves, it doesn't have the problem anymore. You know, I think about that Cesar Millan show, and once again, this really isn't based in jealousy. It's just based in like the absurdity of life. We have 4 million dogs dying, and there's a lot of people just giving out, you know, like that's an edited TV show. It's an edited TV show. It's unrealistic, and don't sit here and quote Cesar Millan. I know it's unrealistic. I've cleaned up dogs that are created by that mess. It's ridiculous. Everybody has to train their dog, okay? And you have to drill the dog its entire life. Training is the lifetime of your dog. Using food just conditions the dog to be a mess, okay? Zach George telling people to use whatever, these food trainers using hot dogs and stuff, it's not necessary. First of all, you can tell the dog it's doing a good job. And when the dogs come here, and I'm teaching them hold, in the very beginning, you'll see the dog's body language, and people will write like, oh, that dog looks terrified or whatever. Whatever. By the time the dog's leaving, it can do a Frisbee and is totally into it. And will not only do a Frisbee, but will sit before you throw the Frisbee or go in the down position before you throw the Frisbee. Using that fanny pack and promoting this food training it's absurd. It's absurd. Does he ever get on his channel with all these views and say important stuff like, the 4th of July is the worst day for dogs ever? Does he ever talk about that stuff? I don't know. I don't watch his shit because I've seen a couple of them and they're horrible. One of them, I saw the guy saying that the excited dog is the greatest dog to have because it's the smartest kind of dog. What? It's excited. That's all it is. It's excited. He's selling you with bullshit. You got a hyperactive dog and he's telling you that that's good? It's nonsense. I just, you know, people like that Milan show, they want to see somebody that might get bit. Dog, when was the last time I was bit? 20 years ago? Breaking up a fight? I'm searching for the correct word. I think it would be frustrating. It's frustrating. It is. Nobody's really speaking, you know, common sense to the American public or the public worldwide in general. There's like this army of like, oh, you can train the dog by being purely positive. You can train a lot of really bad stuff into your dog by being purely positive. And who's leading, you know, the charge on YouTube about disseminating information? Zach George. Zach George. I don't think that it has to be like this. It doesn't. It doesn't. But it is going to continue being like this as long as these dog trainers are telling people to roll up towels and hit dogs. Stuff like that. Those people. Or Zach George. It's just as extreme and just as unrealistic. And you're just creating problems in the dog. It's frustrating.